Welcome to this video in which I am going to discuss idiomatic expressions, and we will see what are those idiomatic expressions. This is part 1, and this is a sequel to my earlier video in which I discussed the same thing, but today I would show you authentic examples from reliable sources. Now look at it. I want to buy a house. This video is meant for those wishing to improve their English. Perfectly alright. I want to do something, I like to do something, I love to do something. Here, wish to do something. This video is meant for those wishing to improve. Perfectly alright. So you may say, what's the big deal? Now the big deal is that this is not exactly what I am discussing. I am discussing here. You look, I am looking forward to attend the party. Most Indians would find it quite acceptable. I am looking forward to attend the party. It makes sense. But as I have shown, this is 100% incorrect. So what is the correct expression? I am looking forward to attending the party. So look forward to is an idiomatic expression, and it does not collocate with to plus base form of verb. No, that verb must have an ing, which is my topic. Preposition to plus verb plus ing. Now you can say the same thing. I am looking forward to attending the party. Look at other sentences which carry the same meaning and which convey the same meaning. I am eagerly waiting to attend the party. You don't need to make it attending, certainly not. I am eagerly waiting to attend the party. Or let's say, I am dying to attend the party. Conveys the same meaning. Or I can't wait to attend the party, or I can hardly wait to attend the party. Or I am excited to attend the party. Or you can say I am excited about attending the party. But mind you, when you say I am excited about attending the party, you are not using the preposition to. So I am excited to attend the party. So there are several other ways to say that. But when you use the phrasal verb look forward to, the verb that follows must be used with an ing, like I am looking forward or I look forward to attending the party. Now let us look at other examples. So first, let me show look forward to. Here, look forward to doing something. This is again Oxford Dictionary. Look forward to doing something. It doesn't say look forward to do something. No, doing something. We are really looking forward to seeing you again. You can't say we are really looking forward to see you again. That will be absolutely wrong. You can say we are eager to see you again. That is all right. We are keen to see you again. Or we are waiting to see you again. That all are correct. But if you use look forward to seeing, that is the only solution. Now let us look at this example. Object to something. Look at it. This is, as you can see, Cambridge Dictionary. I don't think, look at the example, I don't think anyone will object to leaving early. You can't say, I don't think anyone will object to leave early. No, object to leaving early. Yes. How to say this without verb ing? There is a solution. I don't think anyone will have objection to leave early. But then you have to change the verb object into its noun form, which is objection. I have no objection to leave early. But if you use object as a verb, then it must be followed by preposition to plus base form of verb used with ing. Another expression, I am used to getting up early. Look at this example. I am used to getting up early. Some of you may say, no, I have come across sentences like, I used to get up early. You are absolutely right, but the meaning is different. When you say, I used to get up early, that means there was a time when I got up early, but I no longer get up early. So here I am used to getting up early means I am accustomed to. So here the meaning is different. I am used to getting up early. That means I am habituated. You can say I am a habitual early riser. So there are several ways to say that. But if you use used to as a modal verb, it must be followed by verb with ing. Let us look at other examples. With a view to something or with a view to doing something. With the intention or hope of doing something. Now look at this sentence. He is painting the house with a view to selling it. You can't say he is painting the house with a view to sell it. Absolutely wrong. You can say this differently, like he is painting the house with the purpose of selling. With the purpose. You don't have to say to selling. With the purpose. Or with a purpose to sell it. Or he has the purpose to sell the house. So if you use with a view to, or you can say he's painting the house in order to sell it. That means he has the motive, intention. He's painting the house because he intends to sell it. There are several other ways. But with a view to, this idiom must be followed by verb with ing. Let us look at this example. This again, we are using Cambridge Dictionary. The Boy Scouts organization is dedicated to helping boys become moral and productive adults. Dedicated to help boys? No, you can't say that. You can't. Dedicated to helping boys. Or that means they have a sense of dedication towards doing something. So dedicated to helping boys. Look at the other similar word. Residents are very committed to solving their neighborhood's problems. Residents are very committed to solving, not residents are very committed to solve. No, committed to solving. You can say residents have the commitment, or they have shown the commitment, they have given the commitment to solve their neighborhood's problems. That is absolutely right. Commitment to solve. Like our commitment to solve the problem is unquestionable. But if you use committed as an adjective, then to must be followed by a verb with ing. So remember, there are certain idiomatic expressions in the English language where you use the preposition to followed by verb, and that verb must be used only with ing. I hope this has been helpful. Until we meet again, bye.